Check one, two. Yeah. We vibing, guys. We vibing. What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back. It is your boy, Blue. Ciao. Bonjour. Buenos dias. Bon dia. Benvenuto. Welcome to the street, guys. Welcome back. We're still doing the tour of Italy, baby. Yes, sir. We have not stopped. Tour of Italy. Day number 5 now is what we got going on today. Definitely excited about today's flight, and I think one of the main reasons I'm so excited about today's flight is because we're flying the Mad Dog Rotate MD-88. And we haven't flown this baby since September of last year. So it's been quite a long time, and I don't remember how much I actually really appreciate this plane until I open it up in X-Plane, and it just looks beautiful in all of its glory. So I love it. Looking forward to today's flight. We have 2 legs, like, once again. Today we'll start off here in where we left off yesterday. In Florence. That's where we are currently right now, in the Alitalia MD-88. Yes, sir. And we are on VATSIM, so if you would like to join us, hop online. Today's call sign is Alitalia 116. But again, flying from Florence to Pisa, super short hop. It's literally like 30-40 miles away. We'll probably only get up to like 9,000 max feet. So we probably won't even go that high. It'll be kind of like a VFR-ish flight in MD-88 for the first leg. We're basically flying empty over to Pisa. From Pisa, we'll pick up probably a full flight of passengers and take them down to Paraguay. Hopefully I am pronouncing that correctly. Matter of fact, Paraguay is one of the airports that you guys requested. I think it was yesterday or the day before. Somebody was asking about that, and I told you guys, let me know while we're doing this tour if there's any places that I don't have on the schedule that you recommend us to fly to, because I'm learning about Italy myself as well. I don't know of all the dope locations that we could fly to. So you guys recommended Florence, which I love freaking flying to Florence. You guys recommended Paraguay, so that'll be our final stop today in Paraguay, and then day 6 will continue on Friday. We'll take a break from the tour for one day on Thursday, come back on Friday, and yeah, so stay tuned for all that. Good to see you guys again. Jorge, welcome to the stream. Born Stain, welcome to the stream. Bishop Magali, welcome back. Long time no see. Marcus Verald, welcome to the stream. Raven, I think Raven's flying with us today. Good to see you guys. Glad to have you. Oh, Paraguay is in Brazil? No wonder, I thought. So it's Perugia. Alright, gotcha. Is that how, am I pronouncing that right? We'll see. James24, what's up, man? Good to see you. I should fly to Alguero. I don't know where that is. Send me an ICO. I'll look into it. We only have 2 more days left. Today and the next day. So technically I only have 1 more day of flying that it's not been planned. So let me know. Alright, let's get this thing started. And hopefully I can do it correctly. I want to jump outside real quick though, because I want to see this thing in all its beauty real quick. I saw a really dope screenshot right around here that I wanted to take. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the little intro. I try to make my intros to live streams look like videos. I do my best. But I'm digging it. This thing is such a sexy plane, man. It's such a shame that they're discontinuing these aircraft in real life. It's gonna turn into a classic, absolutely. All right, so up to the top, we already have external power. We could turn it on if we want. We don't really need it. Here comes a battery. I have my checklist in front of me to kind of help me out with getting started. So battery is on. We'll go to the start pump. Start pump is here on the left. It's probably behind my camera, so don't worry about that. APU, we'll get that fired up now using this switch right here, all the way down to the start position. Hold that for a few seconds. We should see the APU rising right here, and then momentarily we'll see the EGT start to rise, and it looks like it's getting a good fire up there for the APU. While the APU is aligning, we'll go up here to the IRS and get that set up and aligned. And again, while we're waiting for the APU to start, sorry about that, we will get the screens turned on. So you gotta actually, it's kind of like the Tollus A319, how you have to actually turn the screens on. And that doesn't actually bother me because there's not that many screens to turn on. See that? Now we got the FMS turned on. Speaking of FMSs, let's go ahead and get our IRS position entered. Let's go to position in it. We are at Lima, India, Romeo, Quebec, Florence, Italy. There we go. Let's go back up top. We'll get that turned to nav. And let the IRS align itself for a bit. We'll get some integrity lights going on. And APU is ready to be fired up. APU buses turning on. APU bleed. Look at the air turned on right here. And then we need the galley lights. And then on the right, we'll turn the packs on. We should hear that spooling up as well. We'll turn the sounds on a little bit higher so you guys can actually hear some of the interior sounds. They're not like BSS level, but they're not bad. Alright, we got the let's get the emergency lights turned on now. I think that is on. That's actually going to be, I think it's below my screen. Turn to arm. We'll get the seatbelt signs turned on. That looks good. Get the anti-fog and anti-ice for the windshield. We'll get that turned on. And let's go ahead, go over here and do our test. So we'll do stall test.
Stall.
We'll do the max speed warning test.
Overspeed.
All right, and turn the logo light on. While we're up here, we'll turn on the yaw damper. I don't know what that does. I guess it does nothing. What's the air supply? Yaw damper, lower. Did I turn on air supply already? I think I did. No. There we go. Switch that to captain. I guess that's okay. And then we'll go down to the lower pedestal. And there's a thing down here. I don't know what it does. I honestly don't know what it is, but it needs to be on. I think it's some kind of air. I think it might be pneumatic pressure or something. I'm not sure. You guys can tell me. You probably know. All right, let's go ahead and finish up with our FMC. So we'll start off with our route today. Super short flight again. Like, I'm probably not even gonna follow the route all that much. But I want to get us up in the air pretty quick. So Lima, India, Romeo, Papa. That is Pisa. We can activate that. And let's do what's the weather right now? Let's check with VATSIM to see what the weather is. There's no ATC at this airport. No, there's ATC like in Europe, just not this part of Europe. So METAR, Lima, India, Romeo, Quebec. So right now winds are 290 at 2 Kavik, altimeter 2031. Wait, what? 1031. I don't know where I got 2031. The altimeter is 13031. All right, there it is. We'll also get our position lights turned on. The exterior. Alitalia A320 next to us. It's called Mad Dog for a reason. Gotcha, gotcha. Every driver says, I hope I have enough power to get out of here. The biggest aircraft that flies out of Florence is A319. Well, we landed a 737 yesterday, and we did all right. So I think I'm pretty confident right now that we can make it. Captain Reynolds, what's up, man? Good to see you. Who else just joined here? What runway? That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. Ben Brown, welcome to the stream. Let's find out what runway we need. I know one of these buttons opens. Habitat, there it is. LIRQ. Yes, sir, the bee is dead. I killed him last week, so he will no longer bother us. And I sent a message to his family. Sent a message to his family by leaving his bee body out on my porch. Saying, don't freaking come in here again. Alright, we're going to use runway 25, which makes sense. So we're flying away from that mountain that we mentioned yesterday. So just so you know, Raven, we'll be back taxiing runway 25. My AI traffic is also using that runway, so that kind of confirms that. We won't be flying any departure. We're just going to be having a straight out. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up the other airport, Pisa. Winds over there is 130 at 4. So let's find out what the airport layout looks like out there. Ghost Custom, good to see you, man. So 1304, that's gonna be a crosswind. Oh, great. Making me do math. Plenty of runway, 9,800 feet runway here on the right. 22 left, 22 right. What approaches do they have? Let's just go ahead and do 04. What'll land 04? Yeah, that'll be more interesting. I have us flying over the beach, or overflying the beach into our arrival. So we'll do that. Runway 04 in Pisa. I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up. And I'm kind of making this up already because again, it's a super short flight. There's no departure, there's no arrival. So I'm just kind of just making it up as we go. The wind is not really against this. So, all right, cool. So we got that. We'll go ahead and plug this stuff in. So departure, runway 23. There's not gonna be any actual departure. Back to route. Next page. No, 2 is right there. Alright, so we will have a couple waypoints. So Uniform Tango, Uniform Victor India. If you guys don't know your alphabet, make sure you practice. Whether you want to be a real life pilot or you just want to fly on VATSIM. Juliet Echo Sierra Yankee. Definitely helpful. Honestly, personally, I learned. Oh, great! I gotta do this. I don't know which one of these is. Jesus! Why is there 3 Jessies? Let's go with the first one. We'll see. But personally, I learned my alphabet, like the one you use in aviation or I don't know what you call it. It's like pneumatic, military, whatever. I learned it from using VATSIM and listening and being around it for a while. Alright, so Jesse, after Jesse we have UNPIV, and we may skip some of these once we add in our arrival because we may not need to go this far. Uniform November India Papa, India Victor. That's wrong. Hold on. Uniform November Papua India Victor. There she is. Alright, that's good. Let's go to departure arrival. And our arrival is going to be ILS Romeo Zulu, or ILS right. 04 right. Next page. We'll do Zulu. Oh, nice. There it is. There's Jesse. That's the Jesse I want. That's the Jesse I want. And now we got that in, we can go to our legs page and check for any discontinuities. We do have one. That is not surprising. And you can see we have 2 Jessies. So I'm gonna copy this Jesse and replace the other Jesse, and then put that together. Hit execute. Very nice. So now let's go to our performance data. And we might have honestly more fuel than we need. But if we tanker fuel from Florence, we won't have to add any fuel. What's crazy, this flight is super short, yet we still are using just about the same amount of fuel we used yesterday in the Airbus. I mean, in the 737, 5,400 kilograms. Thank you. Phonetic? Phonetic is how you call the alphabet. I always freaking forget. Okay, we're just gonna put 99 for cost index. I was looking for a different one. Reserves, I always just kind of by default put 1.2 or 1.6, something like that. How much fuel do we have? I'm just curious. Let's find out. 4 minutes. That's not good. That's not enough. That's not enough. We can actually fuel this baby up, like for real. We click on this little button here to open up this little pad thingy, and we can fill the tank. So again, we're gonna be flying empty. It's like a dead leg. No passengers, just fuel. I'm gonna put in the tanks for all tanks about 6,000 kilograms, plus 3,000 on each side. No passengers, no cargo, Nothing else. Like that's it. The next page, you got GPU. Got the doors open. Let's go ahead and load the fuel. It says it's gonna take 5 minutes. Psych. Expedite. Not today. That's cool. I like the fact that it does kind of like say, hey, it's gonna take about 5 minutes to load this baby. Just letting you know. I'm glad it let you expedite it too. So now we should have plenty of fuel. Let's go ahead and check on that. Oh yeah, fuel quantity left 3,000, right 3,000, total 5999999. We've already used 1 kilogram from the APU being running. All right, so we're good to go. We're basically ready to push back now. We got our flight plan set. Matter of fact, actually we need to do our ground weight, gross weight, stuff like that. Cruise altitude is gonna be max 9,000, but we may not even go that high. We'll just see what happens here. Takeoff outside air temperature. Okay, that's automatic. And those are RV speeds. Not sure how accurate those are, but those are RV speeds. Our center of gravity is 38. Let's go ahead and calculate what our trim is going to be based on that number. Oh, let me find my button. I have a quick. Okay, let's just do. You can use this one. What was it? 38. So what we do is center of gravity is on the left. I'm gonna scroll this up until I see 38. Okay, there's no 38. Jesus. Where's the 35? And then flaps will be 11. That gives us between 0 and between and 1 for the trim. And this is our trim here. So we'll put it just right there. So it's kind of already set in the right position. Alright, let's go. Let's go ahead and call for the truck. And we'll tell all of our buddies that they can get out of here. So better push back, start push back.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Raven, it's up to you. If you want to go ahead and start pushing back and heading out, you can do so. I'm going to try to push backing out of your way. There's an empty spot right here, so I'll go ahead and push back over here. We'll use all the ramp for today's pushback. There it is.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Florence to Pisa is a 1-hour car drive. Nice. Make sure Project Fly is running. Project Fly is running. Beautiful. Oh, I gotta love it. Alright, let's tell these guys they can bounce. We're all loaded up and ready to go. I'm also gonna shut the doors. Stair can go away. The back stair can go away. So dope. I love that animation in the back of the MB-80. And then let's go ahead and shut that front door. And stair. Wait, here it is.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Man, he just ran the cameraman over. Paramedic D66, welcome. Thank you for the follow, my man, and welcome to the Blue Arrow family. Thank you for the support. Absolutely, guys. Absolutely. Two of the GPU too. We're on APU power. Alright, that's gone. Josh Clarkey, what's up? Good to see you. Have I missed anybody else who just joined us since I've been setting the aircraft up? The V-speed seems sort of low. We are super light. Like, maybe. It could be low. I don't know. I don't know what V-speed should look like.
So connected and bypass been inserted. Release parking brakes.
Oh, Bishop, you're joining the VATSIM ATC team, huh? Over in Australia? Dope, bro. Whenever you, like, are you, like, already official now, or are you still in training? Because if you are official, I would love to fly out there to Australia and come visit you sometime, man. Yes, sir, Paramedic. The MB-80 is an absolutely gorgeous plane. Absolutely gorgeous. This Verona-based flight crew is heading out of Florence, waiting for all the trucks to get out of the way. I know, right? What a lady. She's that lady. That's probably a song. Alright, I am ready. I am ready. Alright. Parking brake released. Let's go.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
I didn't know I had all these settings. You're flying A320 now from London to LIMC, and those glass cockpits make me miss the good old MD-80 style cockpits. Yeah, man, it's nice. It's a nice little change whenever you hop into something a bit more old school. And I mean, if you're not used to it, it can look very threatening and intimidating. But for me personally, like, I love the glass cockpits, but whenever I get into something like this, I'm like, man, this just feels like I'm actually flying a plane. All right, let's get this thing started, guys. Without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and turn the packs off, and we'll get the fuel pumps on. We don't have any in the center, but we'll turn the center pump on just for start right now, and we'll go to System A for our first flight, and we'll open up the hatch for the starter, the right starter, and we'll hold that down for a few seconds. Hopefully it works. It's been a while since I've flown it. All right, we do have movement on the N2. That's great. That's exactly what we wanted. Looking for 20%, guys. It's pretty slow, so. Yep, let's turn those sounds up. Alright, there's 20%. Introducing fuel on engine number 2.
Unable to find view ID 13.
Alright, we got one good engine. Let's go and move on to engine number.
Operation complete. Set
Wait,
parking
do
brake.
we have one good engine? Let's make sure.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Yeah, we got one good engine stabilized. And now engine number 1. Skyhawk Senpai, welcome back, man. Always good to see you, bro. Welcome back. Do the generators turn on automatically in this plane? Alright, there's 10% into. Look at that wing. One of my favorite things about the modeling in Rotate MD-80 is the wing just looks so freaking dope. I don't know, it's just the there's no engine on it, you know, sadly, because, you know, I love actually seeing the engines on the wings, but at the same time, the wing, the way the reflections look is incredible.
Hose disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
I'm a little disappointed, guys, that I'm not hearing like an Italian accent on Better Pushback right now. I feel like it should be some kind of Italian accent. Alright, I see Raven over there, back taxiing. Fudge Supreme, what's up, man? I believe that the generator is kicking on. That's what that sound is, because it's already on the on position. Alright, turn off the starter. And we actually forgot to turn the beacons on. We'll do that in a second. Turn the packs back on. We'll turn on the anti-collisions. That's the beacons. We'll turn on the nose lights to dim. And altitude, let's set that to 9,000 for now. Flight director on. And man, I just thought about it. I have not done a test flight in this in a while, so I don't even know if I remember how to fly. We'll figure it out. Yeah, that's what we do here. We figure things out live. Oh boy. Oh yeah, I forgot the hydraulic pumps over here on the right. How do I get over there? I think I have a camera view over there. Do I not? I do. There we go. Hydraulics, turn it on. Wouldn't be going anywhere without that. Let me get my handy dandy joystick, aka my low-key yoke. Alright, APU can shut off now. Where is the switch? I'm gonna check the overhead panel, make sure we're good. Yaw damper's on. Iris is aligned. You can see that's good. It's good. It's good. All right, how do we make sure? Oh yeah, on here on the left. I want to change this to arc. And we'll do flaps 11. Ooh, I like that sound. Did it change? Okay, there it is. Alright, park brake released. Raven's back taxiing, so we're gonna go ahead and just hold short to the runway over there. Wait, did he leave? Okay. I just changed the setting. I was watching watching Captain Canada's stream yesterday, and he mentioned like there's like a way to not get the big pop-up for better pushback that says, hey, do you want to disconnect, and it does it automatically. So I did that. You guys saw me do that, and so I'm just not used to it doing it on its own. So I wasn't sure if he was gone or not, but it is. Team Build YT, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. All right, this is the whole short line here. Where we at? Florence traffic. Alitalia 116, holding short runway 0523. Florence traffic. All right, so he can go ahead and take off when he's ready. Now let's go ahead and turn off the center pumps because we don't have any fuel in the center. And it says my yaw damper is off. Now it's on. Alright, good luck, Raven. Very nice American airline livery you got there. Alright, let's go. Florence traffic, Alitalia 116, back taxiing runway 23, Florence traffic. I think, can you hear me, Raven, on the radio? Is it actually coming through? Robin for real. Hello, man. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Change our speed. Do like 200 out of here. You can't hear me? Do you not have your radio set up, or is it me? Am I the problem? So guys, my dude Raven, he's been a supporter of the channel for a long time. Uh-oh, somebody just landed. Freaking AI. What is that, Air France? Yeah, Air France A320 just landed. That was close. This is why you should talk on the radio, guys. This is exactly why you should be on the radio. Yeah, you need to change to 122.8. That's the Unicom frequency for VATSIM. And then you should be able to hear me then. Yeah, I did not see that guy coming. Well, AI don't make Unicom calls. It'd be cool if they did. Just flight, if you just happen to be watching, it'd be interesting. I don't know how the heck you would do it, but if you can incorporate like radio calls into the AI, that would be so dope. Like if the AI actually made radio calls like it's supposed to be. That's how X-Plane's default ATC system is supposed to work. You're supposed to be able to hear the radio and all that stuff, but it doesn't really work the way you want it to. Alright, so we're back taxiing runway 23. We'll turn around and get this thing taken off. I do want to get our charts ready because again we're gonna be it's gonna be a very short flight. Once we take off, we'll basically be attaching our flight to yeah. So Jesse is gonna be basically like the first waypoint on our approach, so we'll keep that in mind. I'm gonna go ahead and put the ILS in now. I think it's best to do that now because it's gonna be a very short flight. So 109.7. We'll put that in the nav, which is actually right here, very conveniently right in front of us. What was it? 109.7. And CRS was 035. Alright, so now that's in VHF nav 1. Now I feel like there's a way for me to select GPS. Like I feel like there's something extra I need to do to get the GPS to work in here. Do I ever fly around your time? What is your time? I know you're in Australia, but I don't know like what would be considered flying at your time because my whole day is at night for you. So to answer your question, probably no. It's 3 a.m. for you right now? Jesus. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, it's early morning. Like it's, well, not early morning. It's 10:45 local time. I usually stream about around 10, so that means that we should have been live 45 minutes ago. How long have we been live? We've been live for 34 minutes. And then sometimes I'll do a later stream where I'll stream in the afternoon for me. Speaking of that, tomorrow I may be doing a racing stream because we won't do the final flight until Friday. So I might do a racing stream tomorrow on Thursday, doing the Rolex 24 at Daytona. Let's go ahead and check and make sure nobody's landing this time. I don't see any planes on final. I don't have the best view in here either. So, all right. Florence traffic, Altalia 116, taking off runway 23, departing to the west. Florence traffic. Mayor, what's up, man? Yes, sir. We're in the Mad Dog today. All right, we should already have the takeoff lights on since I was already on the runway. Turn on the strobes. Don't really need the wing lights. I will turn on nav. Yeah, nav track. There we go. Okay, perfect. Beautiful. Alright, we'll just see how it goes. I haven't flown this in a while. This first flight's kind of going to be like a test flight. We don't have any souls on board except for us and you guys. So, you know, only we're going to die. Nobody else is going to die in this flight today. But I do love this flight. I mean, this plane. But this first flight's going to feel like a warm-up flight. We're going to go up and go right back down. We won't even bust 10,000 feet. Alright, guys, here we go. Headphones on. Oh yeah. Oh, this thing's a freaking rocket ship. Yeah, if we die, it's not important. It's just us. Yeah, that runway is a lot shorter than I thought. If we had been heavy, I don't know what would have happened. Alright, let's slow up. We're at 240-ish. The power on these engines is crazy, dude. So I do have an FMS meshes down there. Looks like it says performance nav unavailable. Even though we're following the nav track, so I'm not sure what that's about. Ooh, it flaps up. I think gears already up. Yep, gears up. I'll leave them up. I thought it might have an off like the 737 does. Still flying by hand at the moment. Alright, here we go. So UTV is first up. I don't want to go that fast. I really don't. Does auto throttle work? Now let's test out the autopilot, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to use it right. Where is autopilot? Here it is. Alright, so we have nav track on. I have altitude hold on. Okay, no. No, no, no. Let's figure this out, guys. Oh, right, I have to like pull it out or something, right? Nav track. I want speed select. There we go. Right, now auto throttle's kicking in. And then I don't want alt hold. I want alt select. Let's try that and see if it works. No hands. Yeah, okay, cool, that works. So I had to turn off I had to turn on vertical speed and turn off the alt hold. That was the problem. Alright, gotcha. So we're good to go. We're 250 knots. And again, we're super close. Like we're literally about to descend right now down for our approach, where we need to be at 3,000 feet at Jesse. So I'm gonna put that in next for our next altitude of 3,000 at Jesse. Yes, there is a flight director right here. How far away are we? Is it too loud for you guys? It's kind of windy in here. Go away. So Jesse is. So did we already pass UTV? Yeah. No. I think we're flying over it. No, we definitely passed it. To direct to Jesse. Execute. And now we are 27 miles away. So we need to descend to 3,000 feet. And to do that, I need to do vertical speed. 1,500 feet per minute. We already have our navigation data put in for the ILS. And we're descending. We'll get the weather in Pisa. Pisa weather is 170 at 2. We're landing on runway 04. And temperature is 12, dew point 6, QNH 1031. So there's a couple point one. Actually, it's the same weather as where we are, but not a problem.
Unable to find view ID 9.
There it is. Not too early to put in your predictions for our landing rate today. Again, my goal is always to be below 200, if possible. This will be my first landing in months in this plane. RL, I do not know when Microsoft Flight Sim is going to come out. Nobody does, and I don't know how much it's going to cost. Also, nobody does. So no matter who you ask, they're all going to not know. I know my predictions are what my prediction. I know what my predictions are going to be for how much I think it's going to cost, but I don't really know. Craig Dixon, another day, another exam. Yeah, man. Yeah, Magali, that's something I've been trying to work on, is the where I'm landing to, because I tend to use way too much of the runway as far as like when I'm landing. And I think the reason I do that is because I've been like paranoid that I'm gonna land too short. Look like that those last few hundred feet. Man, this thing just flies like an angel. Look at her. I see 105. Wow, Jay says 75. Yep, you do want to hit the piano keys. Gonna land on a key. Here comes Pisa. We'll see if we can get a look at the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I don't know if that's gonna be in my scenery or not, but I'll be looking for it. I think that's our airport. Where is our airport? We're getting close to it, because the coast is here. Good luck for you as well, Raven. It might be over there. I see a boat, a ship, a few more boats. Yeah, I don't know where the Leaning Tower of Pisa actually is. Actually, I think that's our airport right there. Yeah, there it is. That's how we looking. Or get up to 3,000. Let's slow down, way down. We'll go down like to 190. We're gonna hit the speed brakes as well. There they are. One thing I love, and you don't really hear it that strong, it does have a sound in the MD-80, but I love in real life whenever you hear the pilot actually put the speed brakes out, there's like this, it's a lot of wind. It's like, whoo, like I love it. Alright, I don't trust that this is gonna do the right thing, so once we get there, I'm gonna start doing vectors. I'm gonna vector myself. Yeah, so I'm gonna set our heading to right off our nose. Our speeds come back down to 190. Landing lights, we left those on this whole time. We're level at 3,000 feet. We're still on nav track. I'm gonna go ahead and switch to heading now. Alright, so heading select. So it's gonna keep us going in right path, the same path we were going before. I want to switch over to VOR LOC. Alright, and that should pick up the ILS frequency. We're not too far from it. Robin, what's up, man? Do I like flying in the A330? I actually do. I for the longest, most of my life, I was never an A330 fan. Oh, speed brakes need to go away. I just don't know much about it. And until recently, I did end up picking up the Jar Design A330, and I do enjoy flying. I thought about flying it today, but I'd rather fly this. We've been showing Airbus a lot of love lately, so I wanted to fly something that's not Airbus and not super modern. Something a bit different. But yeah, I agree, guys. If you definitely want to hit those piano keys on landing, but for me, it's like, yeah, that's like obviously the main thing I want to do. But if all else fails, I want to have a soft landing and not overshoot the runway. So that's kind of my mindset. Tino Star, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family, my dude. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. All right, let's go ahead and make that right turn. Basically be like a right base. I'm gonna slow down even more, about 180 knots. I'm gonna hit flaps to 1 and flaps to 2. He's coming back and make that turn. Turn right behind us, and we're gonna vector ourselves to the approach. Raven, how you looking out there, buddy? Are you you on final? You on the ground? Or where you at? Does Australia have nice orthos? I'm actually waiting for Orbix to redo Australia on X-Plane, because Orbix did the entire country of Australia, or continent, or island, however you want to call it. They did all of Australia in like True Earth or whatever they call it for P3D, and it looks amazing. And I really don't even want to generate orthos out there yet, because I'm waiting for them to bring that over to X-Plane if they're gonna do it. Robin, you hated it until you flew it in the full motion simulator. That's dope, man. I've never been in a full motion simulator, so anybody who gets the opportunity to fly one, that's really cool. Alright, slowing down even more. I'll go 175. And we're probably, I would say, on a... We're not going to call it final yet. Why are you still turning? Oh, I think it just picked up the localizer. Let's go ahead and hit ILS. Yeah, I think it did. Because it flew right. Yeah, it did. All right, cool. So we're capturing the localizer. Dope, man. This is actually like working. I'm happy because whenever I come back and fly a plane after a long time, things always go wrong. I don't want to speak too soon, but I'm just glad it's gone so smooth so far, even though it's such a short flight. Everything's happening so fast. Alright, next question is, where are the auto brakes? Oh wait, I remember. They're down here. I'm set them to medium. And arm. Arm. Okay, don't arm. Forget you. Alright, I see the runway. I'm gonna say about 10 mile final. So Pisa traffic, Alitalia 116 on a 10 mile final. Runway 04 right. Pisa traffic. Alright, we are fully established on the localizer and ILS. Again, send in your predictions now. I don't know how this is going to go personally. And I'm going to go gear down. I'll be happy. Yeah, I mean, under 200, yeah. I mean, I'll be happy. I don't know. I'm not very confident myself. You know, it's my first landing in this thing in months, so thankfully we do have 2 flights today. Alright, let's slow up. Alright guys, prepare for landing. Just Butter gonna report me. Okay. Okay. Alright, once we land, the terminal looks like it's over there at the end on the left. Alright, speed's still coming down. We're a little fast. We're still on autopilot.
1,000.
1,000 cross check. So far, pretty stable. Alright, I see Raven is off the runway. Runway is clear. AI traffic. Ryanair 737 is also off the runway. There's a train simulator flying by, or driving by. And I'll take it from here.
Autopilot.
And auto throttle, I want that to go off too.
500. 400. 300. 200.
Line it up.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
And there's a float. Oh, long float. We're still floating. Wow, 55 though. I'm not upset about that. We might have floated a bit, but we put it down softly. Reversers are out. We don't really need it though. We'll let it roll to the end of the runway. Let's get it slowed down below 60. Alright. There's 80 knots. Wow, you guys have no faith in me. I got a 55. Oh, there's traffic on the end of the runway. What are you doing, Ryanair? What are you doing, bro? Come on. Like, the runway is occupied. Ocupado. Muévete, muévete. Traffic, same level. And dead. Oh, can you imagine? Can you freaking imagine? Sometimes they really, you know, stay out of your way, and sometimes they really don't. Welcome to Pisa, Italy, my man. We ask you to please stay seated and don't open any of the overhead compartments, for they may have been shifted on landing. Most likely they did. Oh wait, I'm still in reverse. Well, we survived the landing. It was very soft, but then we all died after the landing. What a shame. What a shame. It's okay. We only have 28 souls on board right now. It is so. I love that reflection so much. All right, we'll go over there and park next to India Sierra 7. What airline is that? Raven, over there in the American livery. I took the power out too late, slowly reduced the throttles while initiating the flare. It's not an Airbus. I know, I've been flying everything but this, so it's kind of hard not to bring over the habits of other planes. But you're right. Alright, landing lights off. We could turn the APU on now. APU. Mateo, how was Florence yesterday? Man, it was a lot of fun actually. It was actually a really nice approach. Really liked it. Thank you, whoever recommended us fly there.
Unable to find view ID 13.
Like that 737 is firing up. All right, any open spots? I think that's a spot right ahead of us. Oh, Raven, you're in Air Italia too. It's just there's no Blue Bell CSL for it. Gotcha. Thank you guys. I tried my best. We'll get better over time. I always tell people, like, if I would just consistently fly the same thing, or at least fly the same size of plane, I might have better consistency in my landings. But I come from an MD-11 and then I'll fly a TBM the next day. I'm sorry, MD-80, and then I'll fly TVM, and then I'll fly a freaking 737, and then I'll fly a Cessna 172. You know what I mean? Like I just hop around so much, and I think everybody does it, but I don't know. I feel like maybe that could be my excuse. All right, APU's coming back on. Generators are already on, and we can shut the engines off. All right, flaps are up. Turn the strobe off. We'll watch the replay, guys, and then we'll do a quick turn and head to. How do you say it? How do you pronounce it? Perugia, Paraguay, Paraguay. I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, there's a floodlight. Hold on. And oh wait, that can stay. Yeah. Hey, there's no jetway here, so don't have to worry about that. Very nice. You think a full motion sim would be easier? I think it'd be harder, at least in the beginning, for sure. All right, we got EasyJet out here. We got Ryanair. We got Volatia. I don't know what airline that is over there. Transavia.com. Alitalia. Very nice. We'll sit next to EasyJet over there. All right, replay time. We're gonna get off of VATSIM for a second here. Raven. And switch over to our replay. Oh wait. What was our landing rate? It was like a 55. Our landing rate for Project Fly this time is actually higher for the first time. Usually it's lower than the other rating system gives us, but it gave me a 128. Either way, I'll take either of those. 55 or 128. I'm happy with both of those. Let's see. Hopefully the replay doesn't crash. I always worry when I do these multi-leg flights that X-Plane's not gonna be able to handle me doing multiple flights. You know, so funny story, yesterday when the stream ended, if you guys were able to be with us at the end of the stream, as soon as I ended the stream, I was trying to take one more screenshot, and freaking X-Plane crashed on me. I was like, thank God it waited for it to be over. Like, I was so happy that it waited. That it waited for the stream to end before it decided to crash, because I'd have been so pissed. I'd have been so pissed. All right, we'll watch it from here. I'm gonna take me off the screen. We can appreciate the replay. Yeah, you saw that too. You saw how, yeah, too much flare actually. It was super soft, but way too much flare. Too aggressive on the stick there. Alright, from the flyby camera. We were really gonna touch down right there at that bold piano key, but then we floated it a couple more keys down the road. That's a screenshot right there. I'm about to rewind and get that screenshot. Why is Lua saying there's some kind of issue with my landing rate? Might have to turn it off. I like this screenshot right here. I love just the way that the MD-80, like the wings, is look like they're really stretched out. Like, I love how it looks. Especially when the flaps are completely out. It looks freaking sexy. All right, let's get a screenshot of that. We also did a little bit of a bounce too. I don't know if it's because we were so light or what, but the plane did not want to land. It felt like it wanted to float the whole runway at some point. I was like, I don't know when this thing's gonna eventually come back down. Have I made my mind about streaming X-Plane mobile? No, I haven't made my mind about that, but I don't see myself doing it anytime soon. And by that I mean like not this month, maybe next month. I don't know. Like next month I'm gonna be going out of town for about 2 weeks, guys. So just gonna warn you now. In February, I think starting on the 11th, I'll be going back to visit my family in Puerto Rico.
400.
And I'll be gone for 2 weeks, so that's 2 weeks out of February. I won't be here, but I don't have. I've not yet planned what I'll be streaming.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
I love those landings when it's like, is it in yet? Like, are we down? But Tyreek, I haven't forgot about X-Plane Mobile. I'm not really worried about streaming it right now. I'm more working on a review for it currently. So I don't see myself streaming it, at least not until I finish the review. All right, I think we're good. Let's watch. I want to watch it one more time. I'm getting the next flight's plan ready, and I'm gonna watch it one more time from the Italian flag. While I'm getting this thing ready. Nice.
Wake up, do damage. Join number 7, Z sport up. Working all night, need more though. I'ma wake up, do damage. Join number 7, Z sport up. Working all night, need more though. You feel the drip, yeah, I feel it up. Hop in my car and get it up. Secure the back, yeah, get the buzz. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, I've been on the flex, that's flex on. Songs up the hood, all in your eardrums. I ain't never scared like Bone Crush. Boy, I got no fear none.
Tyreek, yeah, I know about RFS, and same answer for that with X-Plane. Mobile that's also a mobile simulator, and I'm also not really planning on streaming RFS, but I am planning on doing a review for that as well. So stay tuned for that. I'm actually already working on it. So. All right, guys, if you want to join us for the next leg, we'll be leaving in just a few minutes. While we're taxiing back to the gate, I'm getting the flight plan prepared. It's also another pretty short flight, probably about a little bit, definitely longer than the last one, but also very short flight. Yes, I have heard of P3D Simulator. Have you heard of Microsoft Flight Simulator? Well, hello. We actually have ATC now. That's gonna make things a little bit interesting. All right, let's go ahead and go back to current time. And I'm having an issue with our flight with Lua, so I'm just gonna go ahead and reset it. I don't know, something made it upset. Probably the replay mode. We'll reload all the scripts. And I'm gonna relog into VATSIM. I'm kind of debating on what runway we should use. Probably gonna use the opposite side. AI was using that side, the 22 side. So I think we're gonna use that for departure. And I am gonna get our ground trucks and everything back out here. Actually, I don't want the stairway. Chocks. Alright, so this flight we will have passengers. We gotta be careful on this one. Let's open the cargo doors. We'll open the back doors, because why not? We'll open the front door, and then once that opens, we'll open up the stairs. Have you ever heard of XP11? Yeah. Skyhawk got it. He got it. Oh, that's funny. Guys, I have a feeling that it's gonna take my laptop up, put it over here. I have a feeling that ATC is gonna give us a different flight plan, but we'll just pre-file something else until then. I'll bring myself back on screen too. Boom, there I am. All right, whoever's riding with us today, the doors are open. We are now boarding. We'll still be Alitalia 116. Service from from Pisa to Perugia. I don't know how to say it. Perugia. I wish I knew how to pronounce it. Casual passenger who knows nothing about planes. Are the stairs the emergency raft? No, actually. In this case, this is how you will board the plane. It's not the emergency raft, so it's not an emergency situation. We're good. There's also a back stairs as well that you can take. The passengers would usually come in this way here. Craig Dixon, yes, there will be an infinite flight stream in the future. I just think it's always funny whenever I don't stream a certain game for, I don't know, a week or two, people start jumping to conclusions that I'm never going to do it again. Like I have like 200 plus infinite flight videos that I've made, and like less than 100 X-plane videos, and even fewer racing and shooting. Alright, Raven C, man, thanks for flying me on the first leg. Have I been to Barbados? I don't know, honestly. Maybe. Perugia. Thank you. Yeah, that sounds about right. Perugia's where we're going next. But I feel like I've been to Barbados, but I don't know. I really don't know if I've been. Okay, let's get this thing set up again. Hopefully it doesn't take us too long. So I think most stuff is already set up. We just need to do FMC again. We'll go to index, we'll go to position, don't need to redo that. We'll go to routes, and okay, I do want to reset this part. Where we at? Lima, India, Romeo Papa. And then we're heading to Lima, India. I think it's Romeo Zulu. Yeah. Alright, dope. And then for the flight plan. Actually, you know what? Let's get in contact with ATC first before we go in file. Oh, Raven, I just realized you probably left because of freaking ATC that we didn't think we were gonna have today. Bro, you need to learn how to talk to ATC. Okay. Yeah, let's go talk to ATC first before we go and spend and waste time on FMCs and they give me a completely different flight plan. So what frequency do I need to be on right now? It's either going to be LOVV center or LIMM center. I'm not familiar with the regions out here and who controls what. I think it's EURS, which is weird, but I think that's what it is. Yeah, I think it's EURS. Which is going to be on 13555. 555555. 55555. 13555555555. Alright, let's see if this works. 135. Yeah, that's it. 13555. I don't hear anything. I'll tell you 116 radio check.
I'll tell you 116 radio 555.
Beautiful. Perugia, that's what it's called, right? I'll tell you 116. We're looking for IFR to Perugia.
I'll tell you 116. I do not cover below flight level 245, so just contact me when you're above flight level 245.
Roger, roger, thank you. That's interesting. Okay. That's different. So he's like not controlling anything below 24,000 feet. And our cruise level today is 20,000 feet. So if we want ATZ, we need to climb higher. We'll have to see. So I'll stay on this frequency and monitor it, because why not have a little bit of ATC sound in the back? But it's my first time hearing that on VATSIM, personally. It may have happened to you guys before, but it has never happened to me before. Alright, so Raven, if you want to jump back in without ATZ, feel free to do so. We'll use 22 right for departure. And then our departure is going to be Genoa 7 Charlie XQ route. And then Lima 12. And Lomed. Lima, Oscar, Mike, Echo, Delta. Not in airway. Okay? Did I type it wrong? Can anybody answer Infinite Captain? Can he run X plane with a 3.0 gigahertz thing? Sadly, I'm not the right person to ask. Okay, not in airway. Weird. We just won't do Lima 12. That's weird. That's the first time that's happened. Not in database at all. Okay. Well, screw that waypoint. We'll go all the way to Amtel. AMTEL. Alright, that's in there. After that, we'll go next page and Quebec 85. And Laycox. That works, and that'll be our final waypoint until our departure leg, or I mean arrival. An arrival in, I don't know what runway we're gonna use yet. One. Let's check on that.
On a 549, a Foxtrot to spec. Welcome back. Last station calling again, say.
Lima India Romeo Zulu.
Read you 4x5.
Wind's variable, that's always good to see. Perugia. Now I know how to pronounce that. I would have pronounced that wrong my whole life if you guys didn't tell me. So wind's variable. Sim brief is telling me I should land on runway 1. I guess it's fine. We'll do that. Do ILS. Runway 1 Zulu. Nice. Dope, baby. There's Zulu, D-Rex, sure. And then the arrival will be, starts with the L. The leg cocks. 1 mic. There it is. XQ. Hopefully all this stuff looks good once we get that plugged in. Let's go ahead and get the plane loaded though. Now we got that out the way. Should have probably let the plane load while we were doing that. That'd have been a smart thing to do. So we're gonna do the same amount of fuel. That's good. 6,000 passengers on board. Would say in the forward area. I don't know how many you can actually fit. I have no idea. We're gonna do I don't know, 45. And then in the back we'll do another 50. And then cargo we'll do 350. I'm just making these numbers up because I don't know. 500, 600, and then 350. So our total payload is that. I don't know if I need to put trip fuel in myself or that's something that it calculates. I'm gonna put a little bit of fuel in the center because I don't know. I don't like having none. Put 1,000. That's probably way too much, but that's okay. And then we'll start loading passengers, loading cargo, and loading fuel. So that would usually take about 14 minutes to load that much cargo. 6 minutes for the passengers and 2 minutes for the other things. So we'll go ahead and expedite all of it so we can go ahead and skip through that. Ready, fuel is almost ready. I think fuel is finished. Alright, cool. So just to kind of for so that we don't have to spend so much time down here and do that. That is so funny, guys. This is what really pisses me off about VATSIM, guys. Is how, I mean, we don't have ATC anyways. We're not gonna have it. It doesn't matter. But I hate when I get on VATSIM, I do a flight. There's no ATC on. I'm minding my own darn business, and then somebody pops up, asks me to freaking contact them for some reason, and then they leave before I'm even in the air or before I'm even like all the way en route. I'm like, well, what's the point if you telling me to do things if you're only gonna be here for 5 minutes? And so I don't know, I just hate how sporadic ATC can be on VATSIM. It's like when I feel like having ATC, there's none. When I don't feel like having ATC, they're there. Alright, I assume our flight plan looks okay now. Let's go check on it though. Man, this looks a mess. What is going on this flight plan? Jeez. Alright, so I understand this part. This part is not horrible, I don't think. Do I have a view where I can see both at the same time? That would be smart. I don't. We'll do this. Alright. So starting off, taking off runway 22 right, and then has us flying away from Pisa and then back to Pisa. I have to take a look at the departure, see if it actually does that. Let's see. Departure. What was it again? Genoa something. And Perugia, it's known for its university and its chocolate factory called Perugia. Huh, that sounds cool. Alright, Genoa 8 Charlie. So this one. It might look like that, like yesterday. Yeah, this is actually exactly what the departure looks like. Hold on, I got a text. Alright, so that's right. And then from there, we continue to Genoa, LIRQ. Let's go see what our arrival looks like. I think it's this one. J is 15 minutes from Madeira. Have fun on that approach. That's a really fun one. I don't know that I've flown there on X-Plane yet. I've flown there on Infinite Flight, but not X-Plane. So this is what our arrival looks like from LIRQ. And I guess that is kind of what it looks like if you kind of draw the lines out. So you go from here, you basically fly right over Perugia, and then you go to Qatar. I don't know if that's on our at PRU to DRUX. Where's DRUX? Oh, here's DRUX is over here. After DRUX, you go to IP something, and then make a circle, and you turn around. So we'll definitely adjust this. We'll worry about that en route, but we have basically the idea already set here. I'm not too concerned about that. We can get there how we want to get there. All right, let's go ahead to our takeoff page. The new air temperature is 10 degrees Celsius outside. We'll get our new V-speeds. So our V-speeds are definitely higher now. So 134, 141, 148. Now that we have actual passengers and a payload inside here, we'll execute that. And I think that is going to be it for our FMC setup, guys. Thank you guys for being patient through that process. I know it's not the most exciting thing, programming FMC, but it's very important to do to make sure your flight goes as smooth as possible. All right, let's get ready to push back. We don't need to talk to ATC, anything like that, so we're good to go. Hit start push back.
Please show me where you want to go.
And I will go this way. And just pull me forward just a little bit.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
All right, beautiful. Move that back to arc, and we'll zoom it out. And we'll go ahead and tell everybody else they can get out of here. They can go. drive away all. Yeah, can anybody help Infinite Captain? Anybody, any computer gurus in here that know a lot about how to set up a computer for like X-Plane or a flight simulator? I personally don't. I had to get advice myself whenever I got my PC built. I got my PC built by a company, and I talked to them on the phone and was like, hey, this is what I want to use my computer for, but can you help me out with figuring out exactly what I need, what I need inside of it? Close the cargo doors, get rid of the stairs in the back, and then we'll get rid of the forward stair. And the door. Alright, beautiful. Alright, we'll turn the beacon back on.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake. Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
Man, this thing does everything for you. We're already pushing back. Starting engines, okay. We'll turn the packs off. And we do actually have fuel in the center now, because I put that there for sure. We'll go to engine ignitions B, I think that's what that's called, engine system B, and we'll start the right engine first. And I think we should be good. I'll go ahead and pull that down to start. There we go. Alright, it is not starting. It's doing the opposite of starting right now. It's going to 0. I think it was starting when I first clicked it. That's actually really good advice. Is download X-Plane demo to see if you can run it on your computer the way it is, and then upgrade after that. Yeah, overhead panel looks good. Try it again. There it is. All right, I think I hit it and then I let go of the switch too soon. All right, waiting for 20%. Almost there. There's 20. And adding fuel. While we're down here, I'm gonna switch back to Unicom. And we're firing up. That's the right generator switching on. That means we are ready to go ahead and hit the engine number 1. Appreciate that, Heavy Driver. Yeah, I don't know enough about computers to give advice on that kind of stuff. 16%, 17.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Here comes 20. And fuel. We'll turn the auto brakes to takeoff. Oh, I love that heat effect from the back. Aye. It's so dope.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
All right, putting the flaps down. Just enough messing around. Let's get this thing going. One more leg to go. Navigation. Let's turn off alt hold, and we're gonna want to go up to 20,000 feet on this leg. Let's check on the flaps. Flaps 11. Our center of gravity is probably gonna be a bit different this time. We can check on that if we want. I think it's gonna be under performance somewhere.
Tow is
13.
disconnected. Bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
So CG is not gonna be 13. That gives us a long trim of 6. So very different than the first flight, our trim setting. Can I change it? Huh. Weird. Oh, I think X-plane froze or something. I don't know. Don't crash on me now. Why isn't it changing? I changed it first flight. Why isn't it changing now? Weird. Oh well, I'm gonna ignore it. I don't know what the problem is. I ain't got time for that. Alright, he is gone. APU is gonna come off. Engines are both running, generators are on. No messages on the top saying that we can't go anywhere. Flaps are down. I have my joystick. Flight controls are checked. We'll be departing runway 22 right. Park brake released. Let's go. Yes, I have flown Caribbean Airlines on X-plane. Matter of fact, I have a video of me flying Caribbean Airlines from Jamaica to Princess Juliana. I would need to close the start valve. It was actually a very fun flight. Definitely recommend you go back and watch that video if you can. Alright guys, we are underway. Next stop, Perugia, aka the Chocolate Factory City. Chocolate Factory University, I don't know. You know, when the APU shuts off, like it gets so quiet, and you think that the whole freaking plane's gonna shut off. Sounds good, Tyreek. It's a pretty old video. I think that was a while ago. We did that one to from Jamaica. A fun flight though. Alright, there's 22 right. Checking to the left. Approach is clear. Checking to the right. Other side is clear. Where we at? Where we at? Pisa. Pisa traffic at Alitalia 116, taking off runway 22 right. Pisa traffic. What is that light flashing? Alright, I've armed the altitude now. I now know that if I just pull out the altitude button, it arms it for me. Strobes are on, anti-collision lights are on. By the way, I didn't mention this earlier, but the scenery here for Pisa and the scenery for Florence and the scenery for Perugia that we're flying to today are all free sceneries by TDG. You can get them on the forums. And we are rolling.
Spot lab.
Here's that again.
Stabilizer. Spot lab. Stabilizer. Spot lab. Stabilizer. Spot lab.
100 knots.
Spot lab. Stabilizer.
There's V1, VR,
Spot lab.
rotate.
Stabilizer. Spot lab.
Oh yeah, she actually feels heavy this time. You're up. Faradion, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Welcome aboard. We'll have some fun. We'll fly by hand for a bit. Flaps up. Let's go ahead and get the speed. Select on, because that thing likes to be a rocket ship. It's not working, no. Oh, auto throttle needs to be on. There we go. Alright, let's set our speed to 100 for now. I don't know why we're descending. Departing over the coast of Pisa. I'm doing my best to fly this by hand, this departure by hand. Be heading farther inland. Welcome back, Only Kill Brazil. Welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. I'm gonna speed up. I believe flaps are all the way up. Yep. Gears up. Passing 6,000 here. Trap Geeks, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Once we finish this turn, we'll probably be at about 10,000 feet, and I'll switch it on to autopilot, and then we'll enjoy the view. I don't know if this plane has a VNAV. Maybe we'll try it and see. There is a VNAV button. I don't know if it works. I think it's a VNAV button. There's 9,000. right now and just following the flight director. Yes, sir. This is the MD-88 by Rotate, and it is a payware aircraft. XP11 by default does have a MD-80, so there's that. It's not the worst plane. All right, there's 10,000 feet. I'm hitting autopilot on. Autopilot's in the control. And if you want to get this plane, you can get it on the X-Plane store. And there's Pisa International right there below us. I kind of like it when departures have you fly back around on over top of the airport that you took off from. Very nice. I am a pilot in training. Screenshot. Don't press the test by accident button again. I know, I did that yesterday. I'll do my best not to freaking click buttons that shouldn't be clicked. I'll try. You guys were freaking lifesavers yesterday, because I was like, what happened? I would have never found that button on purpose. Well, every pilot has a start in general aviation, so yeah, I'm training right now in general aviation, and then eventually maybe I'll do airline. We'll see. We'll see where life takes me from there. I just know I want to fly. Some people don't have a passion for flying. I do. So I know that I want to fly. I know that I'm meant to fly. So whether it be general aviation, private jets, fighter jets, helicopters, like, I'm meant to be airborne on a daily basis. So that's what I want to do. All right, guys, our tour guide, Heavy Driver, says Pisa used to be a coastal city hundreds of years ago, but over time, detritus from the river formed a new land separating Pisa from the coast, which is now some 7 miles away. Interesting. Yeah, I agree, only Kill Brazil. I didn't think I clicked anything yesterday either. Like, I don't think I clicked on anything. It is what it is. Frame drop. Alright, how are we looking right now? Let's go ahead and check on our... we're climbing. We're passing 20,000 now. And again, it's not a long flight. Let's see. Wow, actually, not long at all. It's estimated to be about 15 minutes more from where we are now. So we'll go ahead and stay here at 20,000 feet. I think we'll be safe to just chill out here at 20,000. I'll go all the way up to 285 knots. And I'm going to turn off the center pump because I don't think there's anything in there. I think we use it all. Yes, I am on VATSIM, but there's no ATC right now. There was ATC and they left. That's, you know, that's just what they do. They come in and they go, like, instantly. Like, I promise, and it probably is. I'm probably right about this. I believe that a lot of controllers on VATSIM, they'll jump on just to control for their friends and then they'll leave. Like somebody will be like, all right, I'm flying to Madeira, right? Like a person's flying to Madeira, like, hey, can you control for me in Madeira? Because I'm flying there, and they'll jump on, control for that one person, be tower for that one person or a center or whatever, and as soon as they land, they're gone. And for everybody else in the area who are like, oh, there's Madeira traffic now, and it's like, well, no, there's no Madeira. It happens to me like in certain places all the time. I'm like, I get on, I'm not expecting to have ATC at all, ATC shows up. I have to talk to ATC. I have to get clearances, and then they leave. I'm like, all right, well, what the heck was the point? I don't want these floodlights on. I mean, not that. Where's a wing light? Oh, there's a wing light over here. Nose lights are off. Here's a wing light. That's off now. We'll leave the strobes on. Position lights on. We're cruising right now, guys. It'll be descending very soon, though. Matter of fact, top of descent's coming up pretty quickly. At MTEL is our top of descent. Is there a VNAV? Let's see if there's a VNAV on here. Here's VNAV. What happens if I click it? All right, it's doing things. It changed some things. Let's see what happens. It changed some things. I'm gonna change the altitude though to 7,000 because we're gonna have to descend soon. I want to see if VNAV will descend us, or if we're gonna have to do it manually. I don't know. Again, it's my first day flying in this in months, so I don't remember all of what it does and what it doesn't do. Yeah, top of descent shows here on the center screen, and that's about 40 miles. And then VNAV has us flying about 300 knots. Fly in Germany or Europe in general. We're in technically Europe. Italy isn't Italy part of Europe? The center of Europe. Yeah, I mean, a lot of times I'm really not that desperate for ATC anyways. Like, I like to come out here, do my own thing, fly my own routes, and I don't chase. I guess something I don't do. I don't chase ATC. I'm like, oh, there's ATC here. I'm like, if it's convenient, like if I'm just happy, like, all right, I want to do a flight. I don't know where I want to go. I'll take a look at the VATSIM map and like see where ATC is at. Like if it's like packed full of ATC, I may be like, all right, I'll fly in or out of that airport. But especially for streams, because so many other things are kind of unpredictable. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna fly there because ATC is on. Like, no, I'm gonna do my own thing. If ATC shows up, they show up. If they don't, then they don't. If I really want ATC, I'll fly on Pilot Edge. I know I can guarantee I'll get it when I want it on Pilot Edge. But I do like all the new codecs, and VATSIM has definitely been a lot more enjoyable for me all over the world now. I love that. Look at that reflection off of the wing, guys. That is nuts. Look at that. It looks so good. Now that little smoke stuff coming off of the wing, that's probably, I don't know what that is. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe an issue with the flight model or the wind. I don't know. I don't know what will cause that. Yes, this is an old plane. Doesn't it look pretty old? It's a very old plane. It's actually, you know what, Farah, it actually did happen to me in Germany. I think about it now. Last time we did a stream in Germany, and there was ATC, happened to be at either Munich or Frankfurt. I can't remember where I was at. And thankfully, the guy who was the controller was super nice, and he waited for me to depart because he was already planning on leaving and like, you know, logging off. It might have been part of his schedule. It wasn't like he just showed up and left. He was already on for a while, I think. And it was pretty late. He said, I think you need to go have dinner or something, you know, real life stuff. I understand. And he's like, but I'm gonna wait for you to depart. And he did that. So I was really thankful that he did that. I really appreciate it when, you know, when they actually kind of like, hey, I gotta go, but I'm gonna wait for you to leave so that you can have ATC on the way out. So, and I don't even know the guy. I have no idea who he was. Yeah, off the wing tip, that's a vortex. Yeah, I get that. But I'm talking about there's a little bit of smoke happening right here in this area. And that's what I'm saying. I don't know what that is. That's not a vortex. I don't think we should be getting a vortex from there. Oh man, I love this Alitalia livery on the MDN. I think I can say this now. I think my favorite Alitalia plane is the MD-88. I like the A320. It's dope, but I don't know. It's something about this. Maybe it's just a model that makes me like fall in love with it. But I think I'm in love with this thing. But that's actually a good point, Tyreek, that you just brought up, saying you want me to fly either the MD-11, which I don't have, A340, which I also don't have, or the 777. I do have a 777, but we have one more day left, guys, in our tour of Italy. Today is day 5. This is our final stop for this flight. How much time do we have? I might be able to show you guys. Yeah, our top of descent's coming up pretty soon, so we have just a little bit of time. I'm going to show you guys the rest of the plan, and I want to get your feedback on what you think about where we're going next. All right. Let me just get some music going in the background. I'm bring you guys over to my display or my screen. All right, here we go. Check this out. Over here somewhere. All right, so this is our tour of Italy, guys. This is it looks a bit different than the past flights and the streams, because again, it's been kind of evolving throughout the tour. I've been trying to change up some of the routes and things like that. So last week on day 1, we flew from Corfu to Catania, Sicily, and then Naples. That was day 1. Day 2, we flew from Naples to Rome, and then Rome to Venice, I should say. Day 3, we flew from Venice to Bolzano to Verona, and then Verona to Bergamo. That was in a Fokker F50. That was a lot of fun, and that's just north of Milan. So, and then the next day, we flew from Bergamo to Genoa, which I love Genoa. Some beautiful, amazing scenery out there by Gaia Simulations. And then from there, Genoa to Florence, and that's where we left off yesterday. So now, today we took off from Florence to Pisa, and then we just departed out of Pisa. We're actually right in the middle here somewhere, about to descend into Perugia. And so that'll be our final stop for today. I'm looking forward to seeing this lake here. I don't know if I'm actually gonna see it like I wanna see it, but that's gonna be coming up. And so after that though, right now, because originally I was gonna fly from Pisa to Calvi, but you guys brought to my attention, and again, I'm not best at geography, but I didn't realize that this whole island is actually French and not Italian. So I went ahead and scratched that, and instead we flying back to Perugia, and from Perugia tomorrow we plan on heading over to this island down here. Now we only have 1 more day left. I don't know that I can make both of these legs in 1 day, because again, I can't stream really longer than like 2 to 3 hours. And this is gonna be not too long of a leg. It's probably gonna be about an hour-long flight. And if we fly from Perugia straight to Cagliari, I think is how you say it. That'll be probably about an hour-long flight. That's 2 hours just in flying right there. So I'm probably gonna switch this because I want to stop here. Albia, I do have some scenery in this area too. I think I have some scenery here. Pretty cool approach. I kind of really want to stop there, but I don't think I'm gonna have time if we're gonna still continue all the way out here to this tiny little island of Lampedusa. So I'm gonna have to make a decision tonight on what I do there. That's right now, that's the plan of what we're gonna do for our final day. Landing on that tiny little island is gonna be really interesting, seeing how that works out. So I'll either fly here and then here, or just skip this one and fly to Cagliari and Cagliari down here. I know for sure I want to do this leg here, and so that is what we're looking at right now. But let's go ahead and head back to our flight. Shoot, there it is. All right, and boom, there it is. Are we descending? Yes, nice. VNAV is actually working. That's legit. I like it. I like it. I do have an, oh no, I do not have an A350. No, I don't have an A350. So yeah, I mean, I'm kind of, I don't know. Right now, I'm kind of probably either gonna fly an A320 flight factor for that flight, or that's really all I'm thinking about right now. I don't have an A350. I don't have an A340. I don't have an MD-11. The MD-80 we're flying today was a suggestion by somebody yesterday, and it was a great suggestion. I was like, heck yeah, let's fly that. So we could either fly this again. Honestly, I would not be. I would actually not mind flying this again tomorrow. Smoke on the wing might be condensation. Pressure above the wing falls, and so does the temperature, therefore causing the air to condense. You see this happening a lot on takeoff and landing. All right, that might be it. The next tour we do, I know I want to do Spain. Oh, there's that lake I talked about. Oh wow, this looks great. So whenever we were planning the Italian tour, I gave you guys a choice on Instagram and on YouTube. I put a poll out and said, hey, do you guys want to go to Italy or do you want to go to Spain? And it was like 50-50. Italy won by like 1%, probably like 1 vote probably. And so we did Italy, but I'm thinking we do Spain. I know I want to do European tour eventually. That'll happen. I don't want to do that next, but we'll probably do Spain tour next. I don't know when, because I don't know if I'll have time to fit in a Spanish tour before I leave town. If I do, we might. I have to check the calendar and plan out what we're gonna do next. But Spanish tour is definitely coming for all the people who want the Spanish tour. The last landing is gonna be so cool. I'm looking forward to it, man. Yeah. When I do Spain, I'm gonna add Portugal to it, because they're like, I see them as one big country in my opinion, even though they're 2 different countries. I definitely see them as like one. So we're definitely, when we do the Spanish tour, we're gonna include Portugal too. Don't worry, we're on the same page there for sure. Alright, we're passing 11,000 feet. Let's go ahead and check on our flight and make sure everything's looking good here. Alright, we're getting really close actually. Here comes 10,000. Got land lights back on. And we're fast as heck. The FMS says it has our speed at idle. I'm gonna go to put the speed brakes out. We're going down to 7,000 feet right now. And I don't actually have us flying over PRU. Kind of really quickly remind you guys of our briefing and how we're gonna be flying into this thing. So we're like over here somewhere. I'm gonna fly over PRU, so we're 7 miles away from that. So we have to fly right over the airport at 7,000-ish. And then we're gonna make a right turn back to DRUX. And then it wants to do some other random stuff. So from Peru, we're probably, what I'm gonna do, from Peru, I'm gonna vector myself for a final approach, because I don't think this is doing it. This mess right here on our screen is not, it does not look like it's supposed to be that way. So we'll kind of just take control from there. That's funny. We should see the airport pretty soon. There it is right there. Right off our nose. Alright, so we do have terrain over there to the, I think that's the east. Terrain to the north. Thankfully we're landing. Oh, we also have terrain to the south too. That'll be interesting getting down there. So we have to kind of like loop right around this area here to get in without having an issue with that mountain over there. Yeah, that's true. Alright, let's get rid of the speed brakes. And I'm gonna continue down to, what is that? 3,400 feet. Yeah, I don't know if I don't know how many stops we would do in Portugal though. I don't know, I have to think about that. I mean, Portugal's not a huge country, but it would take us a whole day just to do like all the 3 cities, I think. Alright, there's our stop right there. We're landing from left to right there. I think, yeah, that's what we're planning on doing. There's a ramp there. Be a fun approach. Visibility is not horrible, but it's not great either. That's good. Alright, let's start vectoring ourselves from here on out. I don't trust whatever it's trying to get me to do. Alright, so heading mode. Give me that heading mode. We'll continue our descent. Get my speed down to about 215 knots. Alright guys, this is our final stop of the day. Into Perugia. I'm gonna get us some nice famous Italian chocolates. I've never been to Italy, guys. I really want to go in real life. I really do want to go. I was in Portugal, I don't know, like 2 years ago. I was in Lisbon, Portugal, and I went to an Italian ice cream shop. Now, we don't really have those here in where I live. And with Portugal being closer to where the actual country of Italy is, you know, it's definitely going to taste a lot better. You know, Italian ice cream, or Italian gelato is what it was. That's going to taste a lot better. in like a place like Portugal than it would in the States because of how far away we are. But anyways, it was so freaking good, guys. I was like, oh, I gotta go to Italy now. I want to get some freaking gelato from Italy. I gotta do it. Any fans of gelato in the chat? Yeah, I noticed that looking at the map. There's a lot of mountains actually in Italy, like the whole country. Like they're not like there's the Alps to the north, which is like major mountains, right? But then there's like kind of like not as big of mountains going throughout the whole country. But it's also really scenic in my opinion. I think it's really nice. I've been saying it's all tour. I think Italy is underrated, especially in the flight sim community. I feel like people should fly out to Italy a lot more. Alright, we are vectoring ourselves down to 3,000 feet. We'll hold 3,000 until established on the localized runway. I can't even remember what runway we were going for. Here it is, runway 1. And localized to be 11095. CRS 013. Alright, beautiful. And now we will switch to VOR lock. Let's keep that turn going. You went to Italy last week for a barbecue event? You should, man. I don't know if you have X-Plane, but you should definitely learn it. Very enjoyable. It can also be very relaxing. Alright, let's watch out for these mountains right off our nose here. We'll keep turning right to vector ourselves to the final approach. It looks like the localizer is going to be kicking in pretty soon. Alright, we got the localizer armed now. It's really not hard. It really isn't. I mean, I know I've been doing it for a while. It's a lot to learn. It's kind of like another language almost. But the more you kind of get into it, the more you fly and you try it, like you'll pick the things up pretty quick, honestly. Especially if you're like really interested in it. Alright, we're gonna slow down even more. I'll kill the music. And guys, we're gonna prepare for landing. Pretty good. 2 really quick flights today. I gotta say, I'm very happy with how fast these flights have been going. Where is my music? There it is. Check on something here, because we're going to be 4,000, 3,000, 28,000. Go 2,800. 1,000 vertical speed. Let's descend a little bit. I want to catch that. We're going to catch it right around 9. Yeah, so we need to be at 2,000-ish when we get there. But again, we want to watch out for this mountain right here on the left. Real life flying is the same. It is. It definitely is. I've been learning more about real life flying, and it is like a whole nother freaking language. It can be very intimidating when you really get into the details of stuff. You're like, I gotta think about all of that. But then eventually it just turns into like you don't even have to think about it. It's subconscious. Alright, I'm gonna get our weather really quickly here in Perugia. Lima, India, was it Romeo Zulu? 1030. Very similar to what we had before. And we just flew right through it. Okay, there it is. I'm like, oh crap, we just flew right through the localizer. Alright, I'm going gear down. And I'm gonna hit the ILS icon. There it is. We're about to hit that too. Perugia traffic, Altalia 116 on a 5-mile final for runway 1. Cruise traffic. Alright, let's get slowed down. Oops. And honestly, as well, man, just by watching live streams and other people fly on XP11, you learn a lot. Like, whenever I first got in the X-Plane, I watched a lot of live streams, a lot of videos, and I learned a ton from that. And I probably know most of the things that I know from that. And this plane is not going to do what I want to do. We're taking over. Alright, super short final. Runway 5. Screw the ILS. Send in your landing rate predictions. What do you think we're going to get this time? We got a 55 last time. Way better than I expected. Is it windy? Like, what the heck? Not actually. Winds are variable. There's a small little mount or hill right before the runway, so watch out for that. We're high.
400. 300.
Alright, there's a glide slope, 300.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20,
Coming in hot, baby.
10.
Ugh. We bounced it though. Oh, we bounced it though, man. I'll take it though. Reversers, green. Not a lot of runway at this airport. I'm gonna need them all. I forgot to turn on the auto brake too. That's okay. Wow, we used every inch. Manual braking. Every inch of this runway. Gosh. How long was this runway? 72. Okay, that's we do have passengers this time. So we need a little bit more runway we didn't use last time. Welcome to Perugia, guys. So we got a negative 106. I'll definitely take that. I'm happy with that. We did bounce, so we're not happy about that part, but other than the bounce, the initial touchdown was softish. We'll watch the replay and see what it looked like. Definitely, our first landing was definitely better, and all around, definitely all around better. We floated the first landing too, but it was still all around better, at least from the inside view perspective. So we'll have to see. Thank you, Heavy Driver. Thank you, Dion. Thank you, Amechi, for believing in me. Who won that? Who got the closest to that? I think Amechi got the closest to our to the actual rate. I'm gonna turn off the wing lights. We'll dim out the nose lights for taxi. Flaps are coming up. All right, guys. This will conclude day 4 of our tour of Italy, guys. I want to say thank you once again, as I always say, so much for coming through and flying with me, for tagging along, for supporting the stream. I'm absolutely in love with this plane. Don't be surprised if we fly this again tomorrow. Don't be surprised, because I just like it so much. So we'll see. We'll see what I decide. I'll look through the other planes that I have, other options. Options right now for me to fly on the final day of the tour are either the MD-88, the A320 by Fly Factor, or something else. I don't know. I do have a 727. That would be interesting, but I don't think I want to fly that yet. Not tomorrow. I overflew the whole touchdown zone because of the insane float. You could be right. You could be right. I'm not gonna argue with you. You could definitely be right. Let's see, what did Project Fly give us though? They always give us something different. So Project Fly actually gave me Project Fly has not been on my side today. Project Fly gave me a negative 241 for our landing rate, when the other plugin gave me like a 105, 106, something like that. So for both flights, it actually has been higher. And usually I'm complaining about how the landing rate calculator is too, like, I don't know, mean. and I always get bad landings with it, so it is what it is. At least we didn't crash. Definitely a pass, was not a smash. Look at that, there's a 1900 in the hangar. You see that? An Alitalia B1900. I didn't know that that existed. That's pretty cool. That I wouldn't mind flying that, but our flights are too long tomorrow to fly in the 1900. I might have to do an off-stream flight just for the fun of it in the 1900. Alright, we'll just park it here at 303. There's also something else, so I don't know what that is. Not the Scandinavian, but it's a plane next to Scandinavian. There it is. What is that plane, guys? You guys know what that is? Man, everywhere we've parked today does not have. Oh shoot, here it is. Does not have gates. That's something that you guys do in Italy. You just don't believe in having gates. You just do stairs. Alitalia 1900 does not exist. Okay, well, scenery designer. I don't know what you were thinking. Whoever made this scenery, I don't know what they thought when they put that down there. I was like, huh, because I have a 1900 by Carenato, but I've never seen the Alitalia livery. All right, we're gonna shut the engines off. This is our final stop. I'm not gonna worry about the APU. I already forgot about it anyways. And we'll be getting out of here. I'm gonna watch the replay and say our goodbyes. Go ahead and chat now, though, while we're preparing to watch our replay. If you're watching right now, let me know where you're watching from, and leave me an emoji in the chat, and I'll give you a shout out. And thank you so much for watching and joining with us today. Yeah, that was really fun. I'm like really leaning towards flying this tomorrow again. I want to spend some more time in this baby. all right. Let's stop drooling over her. Jumping in the replay mode. We'll get off of VATSIM. Pedro, you changed your YouTube name twice. But you were still Pedro, right? Pedro from before? I think I remember. Yeah, I think if you're the Pedro I remember, then yes, I remember you. But if you're not Pedro, then I don't know who you are. Because I can't keep up with people who changing their YouTube names. Alright, here we go. Watch it from the view again first. What is the button? This one? Now here's our landing into Perugia, Italy. Yeah, like we didn't like slam the ground and then bounce. It was more like a soft touch and then a float. It's like a late float. Let's see it again. You're Jello. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I remember you, bro. Welcome back. Long time. Long time. Long time. I love the way this thing looks in landing configuration. Great shot. As far as where we touched down though, that's where we first touched and then second touch after we bounced. So I'm getting better. I seem to be getting better at where I'm putting the plane. At least in this one. And we do the flyover landing. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I still feel like even though where we touched down was better in this landing, I feel like the first one was better all around. Just because of that bounce. I feel like that bounce kind of killed this one. If we hadn't bounced, I'd have been more happy with this one. It does actually look like a dog from the front. I see now why they call it Mad Dog. Doesn't it? Oh, did it freeze? Oh no, did it freeze? Okay, it's back. I'm like, oh, I think it's almost time to end the stream. Jesus. Alright, here it is. so it was a touchdown. We actually only bounced with the right wheel, so that's kind of interesting how that came down. But not super far from the center line, but we didn't land right on it. But it, you know, we could really pick it apart, but I'm not gonna do that today. I want to watch it again from like a more of like a tower view. And we're almost done for today, guys. Good stuff. I know, you see that front nose gear turned? I don't know why that is. It's like angled to the right. And it's not even like it's linked with my rudder, 'cause my rudder was, I didn't move my rudder at all. And now for the wing view. Wing view Wednesdays, guys. Let's get a screenshot for wing view Wednesday. I need to post one on Instagram. So you're saying in Italy, most smaller airports only exist because of Ryanair, which doesn't use jet bridges. So these airports never have need to install them. Huh, interesting. You seem like a very knowledgeable person. These are things that I would never have known. I don't know how I would ever even get this information other than here. Alright, one last time as we say our goodbyes, guys. Thank you again so much, Pedro. HD, what up, bro? Just in time for me to say bye. You always come towards the end. Yeah, I understand. Probably what, you on lunch break or something right now? That's probably what it is. Who else we got in there? Mechi, Only Kill, Brazil, Heavy Driver, thank you for all your expertise, my man. This, thank you as well, my dude. Captain Reynolds. Tariq. Raven was here early flying with us. Thank you for flying with me, my man. Pharaoh, thanks for stopping by. Trap Geeks as well. Yeah, first landing was so much better in my opinion. Infinite Captain as well. Thank you everybody just come through. Gervin, what's up, man? And the sun sets on another live stream, guys. So the tour will continue on Friday, guys. I will come back on Friday to do our final 2 legs of our tour of Italy, and we'll be done. That'll be a wrap. That'll be a wrap. I feel like it feels like it's gone so fast. I don't know about how you guys feel about it, but I feel like it's gone so fast. I really enjoyed the flights in the Italy tour, and I love doing it. I love doing the tour. I love doing it in places I don't usually fly to, so it's really dope. I love this plane. I'm really thinking I'm gonna fly this tomorrow. I keep saying it, but I think I'm just gonna go ahead and confirm it that I'm flying this tomorrow. Love this Mad Dog. Rotate MD-80. Hello from the Philippines, Gervin. What's up, man? Good to see you, bro. But guys, again, Friday will continue for our day 6, final day of the tour. Tomorrow, if things go as planned, I'm probably going to do a live stream of me racing iRacing in the Le Mans series at Daytona for the Rolex 24. It'll only be an hour, so a short version of the Rolex 24. But the Rolex 24 is coming up this weekend, and to celebrate that, we will do a race. And I'm probably going to do my first VR live stream. So stay tuned for that. If I do a race, it's going to be in VR. So stay tuned for that. We'll see if it actually works. And yeah, guys, it's going to be fun. So stay tuned for that tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow afternoon Eastern, because I have some things to do in the morning. So we'll see. But anyways, until next time, guys, you are amazing. Whew. Remember, you have 3 choices. Give up, give in, give all you got, guys. Peace, love, and God bless you. Have an amazing day, an amazing hump day. Enjoy your flights, enjoy your evening. Peace, love, and God bless you. I'm out. That's a touchdown. Reverse is green.
Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and stand on the ground.